Whatever the mind believes, it can achieve. It's a quote by Napoleon Hill, which I believe perfectly sums up goal setting. Anything that you put your mind to can be achieved. When you get started setting goals, it might just be something small. Making your bed every day is a small, attainable goal. The best way to get started making goals is to set something small, make it attainable. If your goals are too hard, it's going to be easy to get discouraged. Edward Locke wrote in a 1968 article called Toward a Theory of Task Motivation that goals that were specific and challenging, but not overly challenging, led to higher performance and a higher success rate. It's best to set short-term goals at first. You may have one long-term goal in mind that you'd really like to achieve, but the best way to go about achieving that goal would to be set smaller goals to work up to that. So if you'd like to lose 50 pounds, that's a lot of weight. So you could break it down into 5 10-pound goals or 10 5-pound goals. Every time you reach a goal, that's going to make you feel more accomplished, feel more motivated, more confident in yourself to help you make your way to that larger goal. Something you need to think about when setting goals is what exactly are you trying to accomplish? In my personal life, I have started a habit tracker. I have a list of habits written in my planner, and I have a box for every day of the month. And so at the end of every day, I sit down and I fill in the box of the goal that I met that day. And eventually, those things won't be goals to me anymore. They will just be habits, things that I do every day that are just a part of my daily routine. And as those things become routine, I can shift, set new goals, set larger goals. So how to get there is breaking up your large goals into smaller ones, as I mentioned before. There was a 2017 article in Forbes magazine by Jeff Boss, and he said that seeing the process can be an addiction. Not necessarily in a negative way, but as you start making goals and you start reaching those goals, you become more motivated and confident and addicted to trying to get to your end goal. And it's not just a saying, you become addicted. Rewarding yourself with the accomplishment of reaching a goal actually releases dopamine in the brain, which is one of those chemicals that just make you feel good, and rewarding yourself for reaching a goal is going to make you feel good about yourself. So, as I said before, break up the large goals, work in stages, choose a reward that you would like to get yourself, give yourself, do for yourself when you reach that goal. So when you've worked so hard, you get to the end, you've reached your goal, what are you going to reward yourself with when you've reached that milestone? Say that your goal was the 50 pounds that you wanted to lose. So you break that up into 5 10-pound increments. After 10 pounds, you might buy yourself a new pair of workout pants. Or you lose 20 pounds, you might get yourself a new fitness tracker watch. After 30 pounds, you might take a trip to a nearby town to hike one of their trails there. When you reach 50 pounds, you might reward yourself with a vacation, a weekend away, a new wardrobe that you might need after losing all of that weight. So it's just a good way to keep yourself motivated. And then you're going to need to apply it to your life. Like I said, you're going to have to keep yourself accountable. So you need to make it attainable. If your goals are too hard, you don't reach your goals because they're not realistic or they're too challenging, you're going to get discouraged and you're going to be less likely to keep working toward those goals or to set new goals. So set small goals to work your way up to bigger items. Even if it's not breaking up a large goal into smaller pieces, something small like making the bed every day, or reducing your TV time by 30 minutes a day. Those are small goals that are attainable, easily achievable, and the more goals that you meet, the more confident you're going to be in yourself and the more motivated you're going to be to work toward those larger goals. So work your way up. Little successes with small goals are going to build your confidence so much in the long term. So I really would encourage everyone to set goals. It just helps you to feel better about yourself, to feel more accomplished, give you a sense of purpose, something to look forward to, something to work toward. Marking those little boxes off in my planner makes me so happy that I go out of my way every day to make sure that I have met those goals. Even if I am making my bed at 8 o'clock at night, an hour before I plan to get into it, I have still made my bed that day. So something small, easily attainable. And it makes me feel good about myself to be able to mark those boxes off, to know that I have reached those goals that I set for myself that day, even if I was a little late in doing it. And so I would just encourage everyone to try it just for a little while. See how it works for you. See if you're able to keep up the momentum and keep going with that. Because like I said, whatever your mind believes, you can achieve. You just have to put in the work, put your mind to it, and reach your goals.